Hey y'all, so it is time for gratitude. This is the February 2017 edition of my 6 grateful things list. So, as usual, I'm going to share what I'm grateful for this month, and I would love to hear what you all are grateful for this month as well. So, let's get started with the list. For my first grateful thing, I'm grateful for Black History Month. I am super grateful for Black History Month because being a Black woman is such a part of my identity. It's my roots. My parents came from the South. They lived during a time where racism was really like in your face. Like they dealt with segregation. They came from families that sharecropped, and so they dealt with unequal treatment. And those are stories that have just been kind of passed down generation to generation. I've heard the stories, and it just means a lot to me to know my history and to be taught my history. And when I was younger, I was surrounded by books about my history. And the thing with Black History Month is that it's just not like a one-time thing for me. Like, I'm Black 24/7, every day, all day, y'all. And so, yes, I get extra about it in February. And once this month is over, I'm still going to be Black. I'm still going to celebrate. And I think what I love about Black History Month is that it's an opportunity to talk to other people and educate other people about this history. That this Black history has so much in it. That it's a Black history, it's a African history, it's a American history, it's a global history, and it's important to learn about different countries in the African diaspora. It extends beyond the United States. It extends into the continent of Africa. It extends into the Caribbean islands. It's all over. And so I'm so glad that Black History Month was created. And I know there are people out there who probably have an opposite argument. Why is there a Black history? But the thing is, young Black girls, Black and brown girls and boys need to know their history. They need to know where they came from. They need to see that they come from a resilient people. And that's why this month needs to be here. And that's why I'm glad it's here. And that's why I'm glad that even when this month ends, it still can be celebrated. We still can talk about Black history. We can still talk about our collective stories, our collective history. So I just got real passionate and rambled, y'all. But Black history is it's something that I really cherish. I love it. For my second grateful thing, I always love to talk about food because food is just yummy. So my second grateful thing is, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Talenti gelato. So I don't usually buy this gelato stuff, but I happened to get some for free, and it's like the small little container of like really yummy gelato. I got the caramel apple pie one, and it's like super delicious. Like, it's just like smooth, creamy ice cream, basically. It's super expensive if you actually buy it. For a little container, it's probably like $4 or so. And you could get like, I don't know, a carton of like Friendly's ice cream for like $2.50, $3 at like Price Right or something like that. But it's just such a nice indulgence to have creamy, soft ice cream like that. I'm an ice cream girl, y'all. Like, I would eat ice cream any time of the year. But yeah, so that's what I'm grateful for. Talenti gelato. My third grateful thing is I'm grateful for this week and the weather. So this week we had some like 50, 60 degree days, which is really odd because, I live in New England, and New England tends to be very like cold during this time of year. But we just happen to have these like nice 50 to 60 degree days. I mean, today, so I'm doing this vlog on a Sunday. Today it's cold. It went down to 30 degrees. So winter is still here. But I'm grateful that I was able to have that little experience of 50 to 60 degree weather. For my fourth grateful thing is I'm grateful for being able to spend time with family and friends, especially friends, old and new friends. I've recently, met some like new friends, and it's it's just really good. Like, community is so necessary. I feel like he created us to have a relationship with him, but I also feel like because we're relational people, it's good to have relationships with other people, to become friends with other people, to fellowship with like-minded people. Because, we're living in this life on earth, and, like, it's less lonely when you're, like, around people that, are like-minded like you, people that get your, like, love for God, you get your love for just anything that you're interested in, they just get your love for certain things. So, yeah, I'm grateful for just spending time with family and friends. For my fifth grateful thing, I'm grateful for worship music. I'm always listening to worship music, but I'm listening to a lot of Tasha Cobb, who I love. Girl can sing. I've been listening to a lot of Will Reagan and United Pursuit, who I really love. I've been listening to a lot of House Fires. So, if you Google this, House Fires, they have this song called Yes and Amen. But there's a version of it where they're singing at Bethel Church, and the guy who's leading, I think his name was Pat, I don't remember his last name, but this worship leader, he's just so into the song. I jam to that song in the morning and at night, and it's just my song, y'all. So I'm just grateful for worship music. I'm grateful that I'm able to be ministered to through that music. I'm able to have encounters with God through that music. I'm able to reflect on God's love through that music. So I'm just grateful for that. And for my sixth grateful thing, I'm grateful for my growth as a evolving social work student / social worker. I feel weird calling myself a social worker because I feel like once I graduate and stuff, then I'll be like, I'm a social worker. Even though I feel like I've always done social worker like jobs, even though I didn't have like that title. I feel like I've always had a heart for people. But I'm just learning so much at my internship, and learning about myself and my capacity to love others and to support others, and better ways to support people. In the social work world, reflection is key. If you're not self-reflecting, you're not digging down and looking at yourself, like, you can't help people the way they need to be helped. You can't support people. You can't guide people in the way you're supposed to if you're not looking at yourself and seeing what you need to work on or how you can better support people. So I'm excited. Sometimes it's really nerve-wracking to like see things that you need to work on in your social work practice, but I'm glad that I'm able to reflect, and I'm excited. And you guys know I'm graduating this year, so it's an exciting time. So that's what I'm grateful for, guys. Let me know what you're grateful for. But alrighty, I hope you guys have a fabulous, fabulous week. Deuces.